A lot of people experience Vim for the first time, including myself, as this editor that is just impossible to get out of. Well, here we're greeted with this welcome message, and one of the first lines here is how you can exit Vim. So it says just type colon and then Q. Well, colon brings us to something called the command mode. So your cursor will go down here to the bottom of the screen. And you can type in whatever you want. I'm just going to type in Q, for example. That's going to be quit. And you'll see that Vim closes. Now to go back. Next command I'm going to show you is how you can set the current directory of Vim. So mostly you want to work on some project when you're working with Vim. For this I'm going to use the cd command. That's going to be change directory. Then I'm going to select the directory I want to work on. Let's say, for example, my project item slide. And now my current directory is set to item slide. So when I'm going to open a new file to edit with the E command, so that's going to be colon then E. Now I can start selecting which file I want to edit. For example, itemslide.js. Now I got the file open right over here. The cursor is back up here. And if I just press J and K to go down and up, you can see it's moving the cursor down and up. But I can't edit, so you can't type in stuff. So you start typing stuff, text, for example, A. It's not going to type the letter A, but notice that suddenly we came to a mode that is called insert, which we see in the bottom here, it says insert. Now I can just start writing text. So for example, ASDF, it's writing the text in the document. Now to get out of the insert mode and go back to normal mode, where I can move the cursor and do a lot of operations that are not just editing text on the document, I press the escape key. Now you can see the cursor here has changed and we don't see insert here anymore. And now I can just press the U key to undo all the changes that I just made. Now I'm back to how it was before. Now let's say I want to go to line 3, for example. So I just press colon 3. My cursor is now at line 3. If I want to search, for example, I want to get to this function here. Just press slash and then function, or just func. You'll find the first result. I want to go to the next result because I want to arrive here, so I just press N. And this will bring me to this function. Now let's say I want to jump to the parentheses over here because I want to edit something in the parentheses. Just press F, which is going to be find, and then opening brackets. And you can see my cursor is now here. Now I just press W to move to the next word. Now I arrived here at I. Pressing W again will bring you to the comma over here, and again will bring you to the next word. Pressing it again, I'll get to the end of this and to the closing brackets. If I want to go back to the first brackets over here, I just press %, and you can see now my cursor is back over here. Now let's say I want to go ahead and just edit all the contents of the brackets over here, change the whole argument list. No problem. We're going to just use the change command, so I'm going to start by typing in the C letter. That's going to begin the change operation. Afterwards, I for inside. And then I'm going to press the open brackets or close brackets, both will work. Let's say open brackets. And now you can see it's brought me into insert mode and deleted all the contents of the brackets. Now I can just type in whatever. And press escape. I'm back in normal mode. I want to undo, no problem. Again, I just press U. What if I just want to delete it and I don't want to go to insert mode afterwards? Well, I do the same thing except starting with the change operation, which is C, I start with the D operation, which is D. So again, D, and then I, and then brackets. Now everything is deleted and I'm still in normal mode because I can go around, for example, with J and K. So that's very handy. Now, moving with J and K like that is not very comfortable. I mostly use J and K for small movements, but if I want to make big movements, I use Control D and Control U. And this will move a lot more in the document. Now let's say that I want to work on another file in parallel with this file. Well, for this I have the new command. So again, I'm in normal mode. Make sure that you're in normal mode and not in insert mode. And I'm going to press on the colon. And you can see now the cursor is down here. It's waiting for a command. And I'm just going to type in the new command. This will open a new file to edit. And then I'm going to start pressing tab. And I'm going to search for the next file that I want to open. Let's say the HTML over here. And now I have this file open as well. And I'm going to make a change. So let's say, for example, I want to add something to the head tag over here. So I'm searching for head with slash. And now I want to add a new line after a head. All I got to do for this is just press O. You can see it opens a new line after head. And I start typing stuff. Now I press escape to go back to normal mode. Let's say I want to save all the open files over here. So I'm gonna again open a column, go to command mode here, and I'm gonna type in WA, which means write all. Now you can see the pluses are gone over here, and everything is saved. Now let's say I want to go ahead and just close this HTML file. So I go again to command mode with column, and I type in BD, which means buffer delete. And now we're back to only working with the JavaScript file. We can see all the buffers that we're currently working with by typing in the ls command. As you can see, we only have one, which is item slide. Another very handy command is the terminal. So I just open this using the term command. Now I have a terminal right here on Vim. And by the way, I can move between two windows using the Control W and then press W, and it'll move between the active windows. See, now my cursor is here. Pressing again Control W and W, back to the terminal. Another really cool feature in Vim is that you can turn this terminal into a regular Vim buffer by just pressing Control W and then capital N. Now I can navigate this like a Vim buffer. And I can copy stuff. For example, I want to copy item slide over here. Well, I just type in Y, which is yank, and then W. W is one word. So I just yanked the item slide word. Now I'm going to press Control W. Now I'm back in my JavaScript file. And I'm going to go one line down. And I'm going to press the P command. That's going to mean paste. Now I have item slide pasted right over here. One last cool command that I'm going to show you is how I can go ahead and just delete all the contents of this function with a single Vim command. Well, that is very simple. I just press D for delete, and then inside, that's going to be I, and then I'm going to press brackets. And now all the body of the function is deleted, and I can put something else inside instead. If you want more Vim tips, definitely check out my playlist Vim Tips. It has a lot of videos about this topic.